Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today our group will present our system analysis and design project for this subject. We are developing UniAccom, which is a university accommodation management system. Before we start, let me introduce to our team. I am Muhammad Shazia Azim bin Bahar, the lead system analyst. Working with me are my fellow analysts, Muhammad Irfan, Muhammad Zuhelmi, and Muhammad Izan Irfan. Today we will cover our project background, objectives, scope, methodology, and project charter. Then we will walk you through our core designs, including the context diagram, the FDs, enhanced ERD, and our proposed user interface. To understand why UniAccom is necessary, we have to look at the challenge universities face today, especially with rising student enrollments. Right now, managing students' housing using manual or decentralized methods creates big problems. Management struggles with outdated vacancy info, which causes heavy processing delays during new intakes. On top of that, mistakes in room assignments lead to mismatched roommates and a poor experience for students. UniAccom is our solution. It is a centralized web platform designed to streamline room allocation, automate assignments, manage maintenance requests, and improve communication between staff and students. By centralizing everything, we reduce human error and make the entire housing process much faster. That's all from me, and I will pass to the next presenter to talk more about our project. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Zulmi Besaril. My matrix number is B0325101006. So now let's move on to the slide 4. We address the critical gaps in our current student housing operation and establish the core objective of our system. Currently, the university faces 4 major problem areas: the lack of unified digital repository, which result in manual verification and application processing delays, an inefficient rooms allocation system that overlooks student preference, manual maintenance requests that lead to lost ticket and unmonitored repair, and the complete absence of a communication log, causing unorganized inquiries. To resolve these challenges, the UniAccom system is built around 5 key project objectives: a student application portal to easily submit application and check room availability, an automated allocation module to systematically verify eligibility and match roommates, a maintenance management system to file and track repairs online, a support module featuring messaging and notification, and a management dashboard to help administrative staff monitor capacity and generate analytical report. So next, moving to slide 5, we outline the exact boundaries of our project alongside our chosen system development methodology to ensure a focused and timely delivery. Our in-scope boundaries prioritize core administrative and student-facing elements such as a housing browsing portal, digital registration forms, enrollment verification, automated rooms matching logic, and online maintenance ticket portal, automated notification engines, and reporting panels. To maintain a realistic development cycle within our academic limits, we have strictly excluded meal plan financial management, off-campus directories, native mobile apps, and live production server deployment. Given our strict time frame and the need for highly intuitive layouts, we selected the prototyping model as our development framework. This methodology guides us systematically through the 5 iterative phases: requirement gathering, quick design modeling, prototype construction, user evaluation and review, and lastly, refinement and final engineering. So let's move on to the next speaker. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Irzan Irfan bin Hasham and my metric number is B0325101032. Now I will present the project charter for our project, UniAccom University Accommodation Management System. First, let me explain the project identification, where the project title is UniAccom University Accommodation Management System. It is developed for the subject BITP1223 System Analysis and Design during semester 2 of the 2025-2026 academic session. For our development methodology, We selected the prototyping model because it allows us to gather user feedback throughout the development process and continuously improve the system before the final implementation. This project was carried out in June 2026. Next, we move to the project constraints. Our first constraint is time. The project must be completed by 12th July 2026, according to the project schedule. The second constraint is budget. This project has no financial budget, so we only use open source software and tools throughout the development process. Lastly, the system is designed to run on standard web browsers, making it accessible without requiring user to install any additional applications. Now we moving on to the key stakeholders. The first stakeholder is the university system, who is the primary user of the system. Students can browse available accommodations, submit application, and report maintenance issue. Maintenance issue. Then the housing office staff are responsible for managing accommodation buildings, room assignments, and student inquiries. After that, the maintenance personnel. They receive maintenance requests, update repair progress, and manage work schedule. Also, we have the university database IT, where they manage the integration between UniAccom and the university existing database system. Finally, the system project team, which is our group, is responsible for analyzing requirements, designing the system, developing prototypes, and preparing the project documentation. Next, we move to next slide. Uh, as we can see, this schedule illustrates the sequence of activities carried out during the development of the UniAccom system over approximately 23 working days. I will start with methodology selection, which took 5 days to determine the most suitable development approach. Next was project charter drafting, completed in 4 days, where we document the project objectives, stakeholders, and constraints. After that, we prepare the work breakdown structure and schedule modeling, which require 10 days. We then develop the context diagram, taking 4 days, followed by the DFD level 0 model, which was completed in 3 days. The next activity was the DFD level 1 sub-process modeling, requiring 6 days to provide a more detailed representation of the system processes. We also designed the Enhanced Entity Relationship Diagram, or EERD, which took 9 days to model the database structure. Finally, we complete the input interface design in 10 days and the output document layout design in 8 days, ensuring that both the user interface and generate documents are user-friendly and well-organized. At the bottom of the slide, we can see the project case milestone. The project began with requirement gathering in May 2026, followed by quick design modeling between May and June 2026. Next came prototype construction in June 2026, followed by user evaluation during the same month. Finally, the project reached the final engineering phase in July 2026, where the system was refined and prepared for completion. Overall, this work breakdown structure helped our team organize tasks efficiently, monitor progress, and ensure that all activities were completed according to the planned schedule. That's conclude my presentation on the project charter and work breakdown structure. I will now pass the presentation to my teammate who will explain the context diagram and data flow diagram. Thank you.
Alright, thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Irfan bin Abubakar and I will be walking you through the structure blueprint of the UniAccom system, starting with our concept diagram and data flow design. If you look at the top of the slide, you can see the concept diagram. This represents the system for bird's eye view. at the center in the UniAccom system, which interacts with four key external entities: the students, the university database, the housing staff, and the maintenance personnel. This shows exactly who and what is feeding data into our system and who is receiving information from it. Below that, we dive one level deeper into our DFD level 0 here. We have broken down the main UniAccom system into 5 core processes. First, housing selection and registration. Second, automated room allocation. Third, maintenance requests and services. 4, maintenance personnel operations. And 5, administrative, analytic, and reporting. To support all this operation, the system relies on 3 central data store, which you can see at the bottom. D1 for the student data store, D2 for the accommodation inventory, and D3 for our maintenance log. Next, to give you a better idea on how data move within the processes, let's zoom in our process 3.0, the maintenance system. Moving on this. Here on this slide, we have the DFD level 1, specifically for our maintenance subsystem. This illustrates the step-by-step journey of a single maintenance request. It all starts when the student submit a maintenance service request. This data flow into process 3.1 validated request parameters. The system automatically verify the student room number and check their residency record against our maintenance log data store. It is D3. Once validated, it generates a verify log ID. Next, this verify log ID is then passed to process 3.2, allocated tasks and schedulers. Here, the system check the availability of our maintenance personnel, generated an official work order, and create raw timeline data for the repair scheduler. Finally, this raw data flow into process 3.3, format status display, because the raw technical data isn't very not very user friendly. This process translates those technical indicators into a clear status, such as pending, dispatched, or completed. This format update is then sent directly back to the student dashboard, so they are always kept into the loop. And that is how data flow through our maintenance module to ensure no request is ever lost or ignored. I will now pass the presenter who will explain our enchanted entity relationship diagram. Just that from me. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to our technical design, let's look at our enhanced entity relationship diagram and our data inputs and outputs. For the backend structure, we have 5 main data components, which is student, to stores personnel and academic details, linking to applications and maintenance logs. And then application connects student with their housing preferences. And then we have room inventory. It helps to track physical assets and vacancy rates. And then maintenance log tracks reported issues, urgency levels, and repairs. And then last, sorting criteria contains the administrative rules used for room matching. To make this practical, we designed a sample input form for maintenance requests. It's a web interface with mandatory fields to capture the room number, issue type, urgency, and description while auto-assigning a tracking number. For the output, the system generates a room assignment notice. This document provides students with their profile particulars, specific residential placement details like block and room, check-in dates, and the semester base rate of 450 ringgit. Let's wrap up with our final slide. To summarize, UniAccom directly solves critical gaps in university housing management. By using a prototyping methodology, we ensure the design stays user-centered and iterative. Our final design comprehensively covers the application portal, room allocation, maintenance tracking, and reporting. all backed by a focused scope and a clear project management schedule. Looking ahead, we have three main future considerations for the system. The first one is developing a dedicated mobile application. Second one is integrating secure online payment system. And lastly, expanding the platform to support off-campus housing management. That concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for your time. That's all from us.